Hey, this is Patrick with TakeTheTruck.com. Today I wanted to do a quick walk around video of the new Thun Outdoor M1 camper that we had installed on the Tacoma a couple months ago. We were out in Utah earlier this year and ran into a couple that had one of these and almost immediately fell in love with it. It's got a massive amount of interior space given the weight of the camper. This model here on our 5-foot bed Tacoma only weighs about 360 pounds, which is a pretty incidental difference compared to the Go Fast that we had on there previously. We loved the Go Fast, but the space was just a little too tight for our family of 4 for long-term travel. So this one offers a lot more interior space for some future longer trips that we've got planned. So kind of walk you guys around and show you the exterior with the top down, and then pop the top and we can check out the interior. All right, so one of the first things that stood out for us was this this cantilever design in the Thun M1. That's what gives it so much interior space. They still use these long, massive aluminum extruded beams in the construction, FRP panels for the bed and roof and cab. And then another thing is there's just an insane amount of T-track built into the camper, every extrusion, and it takes standard hammer nuts, so it's super easy to get hardware for it, and makes it really easy to customize. All the side panels open up. They do offer 1/4-inch architectural glass panels as an upgrade. We opted for the standard aluminum just for security reasons while we're traveling. Up top is a standard. It comes with a queen size sleeping platform. You sleep east-west up there, or they offer this king extension, which adds 20 inches north-south. So actually all 4 of us can fit up top. The whole family can sleep up top. But I did build a platform for this one. This time at 80/20. I'll probably do a separate video on that, but can go through it quickly here. It's got a full 58-inch drawer slide. And then it's got power running in the back for our fridge and charging cell phones and whatnot. Speaking of the T-track, so one of the things I did was mount this Wave 3 heater on a small TV mount. So it allows us to pull it out, give it plenty of clearance when we're running it, and then push it back out of the way, or remove it when we're not in colder climates, and just fold that thing up against the camper really snug out of the way. So another thing I added was that Molly panel, using the T-track up front. And up top you can see we've got Hest mattresses. We already had those for the Go Fast. So we added one more. We did have to cut it down by about an inch and a half to get them all 3 to fit lengthwise. Those are 78 by 25 Hest mattresses. The camper does come standard with a 4-inch mattress, but we already had the Hest, so we figured we'd run with those. They're super comfortable, and we've been super happy with them so far. We did upgrade for opt to get the vent fan. That was something we loved in our old camper shell when it was just the 3 of us running around in the old 84 pickup. Just use that thing all the time. So glad to have it in this camper. So another big difference with the Thun versus the Go Fast that we had was the top raises vertically. So it's got these latches here. You undo the latches at each corner. There's 2 back here, 2 on the front. And then there are 2 stands that secure the roof in place on each end, made out of aluminum extrusion. But we'll pop the top here so you can see it in more detail. All right, so this is the Thun M1 fully popped. You can see the gas struts there on the front. There's 2 more in the back. They do most of the heavy lifting. You just got to get it past the first couple inches, and then the struts take over. Up she goes. Another thing we love about this camper is the massive tent windows. There's 6 of them around the outside. These they're fabric backed and have bug mesh, and then they do offer vinyl window inserts, which are optional. We may add those after the fact. It'd be nice to have windows in inclement weather. But another nice thing about the tent is it's sectioned, and each section is removable and replaceable. In the event that you damage it somehow, you can swap in a new section and continue about your business. That's kind of the story of the camper in general. Its modular design allows individual components to be relatively easily replaced if they're damaged, which is nice. This is the insane part, though, the interior space. Just in our little first gen Tacoma here with a 5-foot bed, we've got 6.5 plus feet of interior height, standing height in here. If we didn't have the king bed extension in place there, we'd have full access to the bed space for moving around or hanging out in inclement weather. As it stands now, even with the extension, we've got 34 inches of pass-through to the bed, which is plenty. And then you can see these are the vertical structural supports. When the roof is popped, they're in place there, and then they hinge in the center as the roof draws down, well, like this. And then they've got secondary locks that kind of lock it into place. We haven't really even used those yet. This is super stout, and I doubt very much it's coming down unintentionally. But the front operates the same way, and they've got this push rod here to push it into place from here. Tent windows are zippered on each side, and then Velcroed across the top. So then you've got a 360-degree views with all the windows opened up. You just roll this fabric back here into a tight little roll and tuck it back in between the tent fabric, and it stays out of the way. I won't do that on camera here, though. And nice, thick, robust tent fabric. I like that. And the tent fabric has a built-in hook and loop Velcro on the top and bottom perimeter, and that's for the guys at Thun were saying they're coming out with a insulation kit that'll hook into place there for cold weather camping, which we're definitely going to pick up when it's available. They also mentioned a heater option that they may offer. But we've been happy with these catalytic heaters in the past in other campers. The Olympian Wave series is really good. Puts out a nice radiant heat, and if you've got ventilation options like windows and a vent fan, you can mitigate condensation buildup. That's the downside of using propane heat over like a diesel heater or something like that. And then the halo lighting is built into the aluminum extrusion there around the perimeter. You got more T-track on the interior perimeter of the roof. There's T-track in these aluminum extrusion cross beams here, and these actually pass through the FRP. And then there's T-track on the roof in the same locations. There's more T-track around the top side perimeter of the roof as well. So just tons of options for customizing. And then there's these bungees on each window that help draw the tent fabric in as it's being lowered. You still have to walk around the perimeter and make sure that all the tent fabric got drawn in. There's been a handful of times where we've had to push some of the tent fabric in. That's pretty common with these pop-up campers or wedge style campers. And then the cantilever makes for a nice little bench, seating bench down there. And there's more T-track in that even. So you can go nuts with customization in these things. Yeah, and then just all kinds of views. Gotta love the Ozarks in the fall. Man, it is beautiful. Another thing about the heater while I'm thinking of it is you got to have, with these Cadillac heaters, you got to make sure you've got the space requirements that the manufacturer recommends to safely use them. They usually are very specific about the clearances around the outside and the front and the bottom. That's why this little TV stand thing is nice, because we can kick it out away from everything when it's in use. All right, so that is the Thun M1. We're super stoked to get this thing on the road and do a more in-depth review when we've had a chance to put a couple 10,000 miles on it. We've been just in build mode up until this point, trying to get it ready. But I'll let you guys know what we think. You can check out the link I'll drop below the video for our more detailed review on the site. And then if you have any questions, drop a comment down below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.